Welcome to the beach. Right now, we're gonna make an Irori, which is a Japanese sand and skewer concoction used for cooking using an aluminum pan. So why am I doing this? Well, there's one reason in particular is that we recently released a video in Japan from a restaurant called Yanagiya. And it was so beautiful the way he was working the skewers with the sand and the charcoal that I was like, I wanna do that. But why am I choosing to do that at the beach? Well, this beach in particular does allow you to have open flame, but only if it's contained in a metal vessel. If I can use a metal vessel, fill it with sand that's already on the beach, then I got a tabletop Irori. For a nice little skewer at the end of the day, like right now, we're at the end of our beach day. It got dark, clouds are coming in, tide's coming in. It got a little cooler, right? I got my hoodie on. So like, why not have a nice little tabletop fire with some warm skewers to kind of finish the day? And that's what we're gonna do. So come on, take a walk with me. We're gonna use this beach to make our thing. Tide's coming in. I got a little bit of wet sand here, and I wanna use this wet sand to fill up my bin here. Now I know you're already thinking of sanitary reasons and stuff like that. The food is never gonna come in contact with this. They'll make it a little bit more stable, but also the skewers in wet sand versus dry sand. Dry sand is a little bit more pliable. Wet sand I can really pack in really hard and it'll hold those skewers up. And I'm gonna bring it back to the table. I'm gonna pack this in. Now I am gonna light charcoal on this. So to do that, I'm gonna make a little patch right here in the center of dry sand because I don't want the wetness to affect the charcoal. So I have a little bit more space here than I do here. This is gonna allow me to keep things at a lower temperature that cook at a lower temperature here, and things that need to be cooked at a higher temperature here. So I have these skewers that I can now put in this sand and angle just like so, and they're gonna hold over this open flame. So I'm gonna stack my charcoal in the center here. I know this isn't Japanese charcoal, the Bido-chan, but we're just making do. So now I'm just gonna light this charcoal up. I'm gonna let this come up a little bit. It's a little windy, so I may have to come and gas this a couple more times, but I'm gonna let these coals turn nice and gray, and while that's happening, while I'm waiting for this to happen, I'm gonna build my skewers. You all are very skilled at this sort of thing. You're here, you're watching eater videos. You probably know how to cook. I just got beef cubes here, just some sirloin, about a 2-inch cut on some scallions that I'm just gonna stack right in between. I just have a little teriyaki that I'm gonna put on it. Obviously, you know, do you. If you want to sit them in a marinade bag while you bring to the beach, put it in your cooler. You know, you can have this marinating all day if you want. Shrimp, same thing. I'm just lay that down. And this is just gonna get a little olive oil across the whole thing. And then salt over everybody. Everyone gets a little pepper. My charcoal is, giving off a lot of heat here. This section right here is a lot closer to the coals, which means I'll get a lot higher heat. This stuff over here is a little bit farther away. So I'm gonna get a little bit of lower heat. Now the shrimp, the reason I wanted to do that, cooks at a much lower heat. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the shrimp there, and then the beef is gonna go over in the higher heat zones here and here. Higher heat on beef, lower heat on the shrimp. And you may be thinking, oh my God, those are gonna tip over. But the wet sand is actually lodging these things together, so these sticks will hold. We're getting some good color, so what you want to do is make sure that you rotate them. If you can see, I'm kind of angling the beef here. If you go straight up, there's gonna be a lot more heat at the bottom of the skewer than the top of the skewer, right? So what you want to do is angle it a little bit. So this is closer to the heat. This is a little farther away. So that what that angling is actually evening out the heat. We let this cook down. We've been rotating these skewers. Some are gonna finish faster than the others, but the point is that you can sit down, you can look at this. You can pick one of these up when it's ready. You get the charcoal, you get the outside wood taste. This is beautiful. It feels like a special moment. It's so easy to do. That's a Japanese Irori grill outside on the beach. For more videos like this, click here. We're gonna make froze at the beach with no machinery whatsoever, capitalizing on old school ice creams called the endo.